I can split this in three factors. One is the referee's crucial mistakes. It's not in my control. I have nothing to do. I can't do nothing. I can't change that. It's not under my control. But against Man City, you know what happened minute 55. Today, you know what happened in the first goal. Against Feyenoord, you know that Feyenoord goal was in an offside position. So we were punished by these mistakes, but I can't do nothing. Lucky and unlucky is part of the game. Lucky and unlucky are there. And normally you say that lucky gives a lot of work, and this is what I really believe. But sometimes there are moments that go in your favor, go against you. And today is in our best moment that Gomez made that fantastic save. We were almost winning the game and we lose. If you analyze our 3 defeats in the last week, we were always the best team in the second half. So we were losing against City in a difficult situation. In the second half, we were strong and we deserve more. Against Feyenoord, in the second half, we were the only team that wants to win, and we lose. And today was exactly the same. We didn't start well, but then in the second half, they show quality, intensity, desire, commitment, ambition. They show all these factors, and we lose again in our best moment.
I want to take it away from Jose Mourinho and put it straight into the hands of Manchester United fans. What is the problem? What's going on with the Red Devils? 3 straight defeats. Jose seems broken. I don't know what's going on. Is it team selection? Jose has blamed the referee's decision. Yes, we know that the referee was poor, but Manchester United playing Watford, you don't expect them to be. Come on, I don't know.
They should be able to, rise above refereeing mistakes and all that. The bottom line is they haven't played too well in the last 3 fixtures.
I totally agree. Chinasa Ibonye is here. Chinasa, what a time for you to be around. Good to have you on the program.
Always a pleasure, Austin.
How can you help Jose and Manchester United?
I think it's very simple. Like you talked about team selection. I think that is very important right now because he's been playing with the system double pivot, playing 4-2-3-1, and playing Fellaini and Pogba, to sit, and it's not actually working because we saw Pogba when he flourished at Juventus. He was playing from the left side of the midfield in a 4-3-3 formation.
Yes.
Okay. And United have the personnel right now. They've got some players. They have Mata, they have Mkhitaryan, they have Rashford, they have Martial, they have Herrera.
Yeah.
But the thing now is, we had to fix Rooney in all this.
So that the problem is when Rooney
that is the problem now. The problem now is when Rooney in that team. When Ferguson was leaving, Ferguson's final season, it seemed like Rooney would also leave because Fergie came out and said that he thinks this boy is done. He doesn't want to play for Manchester United and everything. And Ferguson left. Boys came back. Rooney signed a new contract and everything. But it's so obvious right now because look at Cristiano Ronaldo. Look at Wayne Rooney. They are the same age. And look at how Cristiano Ronaldo is still, going. He's an ultimate athlete. Takes care of his body, takes care of everything. He keeps improving. But you can't say the same for Rooney. Rooney is sort of on a decline right now. And the fact that he's Manchester United captain, a big name at Manchester United. So Jose Mourinho now has to make that decision because it invariably to affect his job.
Yes.
Because if you let Rooney keep playing and you don't get results, nobody will say it's Rooney. Everybody will say it's the coach.
Yeah.
You saw what Guardiola did with Joe Hart.
Yes.
These are guys that have been performing for Manchester City.
Yeah.
He came in. He said, "You know what? I have a system I play, and these people are not going to fit into my system." And he's getting the results. Say what you like. You might say he's ruthless, is that, but
fast
at
Manchester
the end
City
of the day, he is getting the results.
In years past, now we've seen Joseph make this kind of tough
yes,
decisions.
When Jose came in,
it's looking weak.
People felt Jose would be ruthless and everything. Maybe he's getting older, so he's tempered a little bit. But I don't understand. I just hope Jose will quickly, try and fix this shit because he made some points though, because if you watch all the games in the course of 90 minutes, you can see that one thing happening here or there could have changed the result and everything. But hey, at the end of the day, the final result is what counts. It's not happening for Manchester United right now. They have the personnel, they have players, they have still key players, and they just need to be able to put them in the formation that would work.
Okay, so that's on Rooney. That's sorted. Now, what about Paul Pogba? How does he get the best out of this incredibly talented
I just said
player?
it. We saw Pogba at Juventus. Yeah. We saw Pogba. We know his capabilities. You know, in Juventus, Pogba played with the midfield of Marquisio. You know, you had Marquisio, you had Pereira, you had Pirlo. You had Pirlo at a point. You also had Vidal. Pogba likes going forward. He's skillful. He's silky. You know, if you play him on the left side of the 4-3-3 midfield, that is where you get the best out of Pogba. Because especially the game against Manchester City, his defensive awareness. Zero. His positional play, zero. You know, he was just all over the pitch. So I think he's not disciplined enough to play that
double pipe.
Not just the double pipe. He's not disciplined enough to be the holding midfielder for a team.
Until yesterday, guys, the record in no way favored Watford. No. You won't put your money on Watford. The record says 30 years. 30 tiles alarm.
Yeah, I mean, records are meant to be broken.
Of course. Goodness. Right? Look at it right there. Manchester United kept on sweeping and sweeping. We just try to put that together because, I mean, it was all about Manchester United. But impossible is nothing in football, and then that record is gone.
It is gone. Like as I said, records are meant to be broken. I also remember when Aston Villa came to Old Trafford to win the game years ago. It was the first time in a long while that they had done that. So, of course, definitely, the longer it goes, the sooner it gets closer to being broken, if you understand what I'm saying. So, it would always happen at one point. Now, Watford, they have a good team. They didn't really start the season well, but they started they saw their result against West Ham before Manchester United. They went to
2 goals down, and they came back
and they won that game 4-2. And they have a fantastic coach in Walter Mazzarri. You know, so I think this Watford team, nobody should sleep on them. They actually play good football.
Okay, so quickly back to Paul Pogba now. From what you've said, it seems you're saying it's time for a formation change. Jose loves the 4-2-3-1. He plays it over and over again, even when it doesn't, give him results. You have to say as well too that 4-2-3-1 is what has given him, almost 21 trophies in his career. So, is he finding it hard to, to adapt?
There's one thing about Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson could always adapt. I think that's something that helped his longevity. He could always adapt. Yes. When he sees something not working, when he feels the times are changing, he quickly adapts and knows how to, get into the groove. And the same thing with Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho now needs to adapt to this particular thing. He has a fantastic personnel. He has good players. He just needs to find a way to play around them.
Time. That's enough for the English Premier League. Let's bring it back home now. Match day 36 of the Nigeria Professional Football League also got us talking. What a story we're having in the league this season.
Incredible.
Enugu Rangers, they can dream.
Yes.
If they want to.
They should dream. I can also gloat because I told Tayo at the start of the season where we're on this same show, I said I think it might be Rangers, In fact, if I'm going to put my money, I'll put my money on Rangers. And
but they're not over the line yet.
I'm going to chill. The champagne is on the ice.
Are you losing now?
We'll just watch and see what happens. But it's looking very good. They've been consistent.
That's right.
That's the most important thing. They've been consistent. And Imama Kpakpakabo, fantastic. I want this for him more than I want it for Rangers because of the brand of football he's played, his mentality, his philosophy of football. I think he deserves it. So, but like Tao said, let's just wait a little bit more.
Exactly. We'll come back to Rangers. Let's just quickly run through the results. Rangers 2-0 over Sunshine Stars. Bobby Clement with 2 goals in that one. Plateau United 1-0 over Ikorodu United. You talked about the mathematical chance of Ikorodu United still surviving. That's gone now. They're done. Back to the second division. Boy Wolves, the very crucial win over Shooting Stars. Wicked Tourists, left it really late to win that one. 1-0 over Rivers United. Title rivals. Wicked Tourists, Rivers United still in the running, just waiting for Rangers to make a mistake so they can pounce. Abia Warriors 2-1 over Nasarawa United Austin.
That's right. Abia Warriors needed to get that victory. Remember, they're also fighting for their lives, to avoid relegation. Lobby Stars defeated Ifeanyi Uba. Wow, they will be saying, how did they lose that one? And for Mba, we're saying they might. It's all over now because they couldn't beat MFM.
It's over.
MFM are also struggling. So they need every point they can get, and good one for them against the Imba. So it's really, really interesting the way the league is going right now, we just talked about it. I cannot wait to see Rangers winning at the end of the day. But Wiki Tourists, they're not going away. They're still Wiki Tourists, Rivers United.
And when you look at this table,
yes,
anytime Coach Imama, all the players at Enugu Rangers look at this table, he tells them more work.
Yes, I mean, look at it, 57, 56, 54, 53.
52.
I mean, the top four, anyone can still win that title.
But Rangers can win it next weekend.
So
if they win and the other teams don't get the victories, it will be all over. I'm just saying. There's still that possibility of winning it before the final day.
Yeah, Chinasa, we're just going to quickly do this. Rangers, the next two fixtures, the last two games of the season against Ikorodu United is away. Ikorodu relegated already, but we've seen what they've done in recent times. And they play El Kanemi at home. I mean, let's look at the fixtures and see where the potential banana peel is.
Well, Rivers United are playing Akwa United away. I think that game might be hard for Rivers United. Although we've seen Akwa United lose a couple of games.
Akwa United 12th on the table, hoping to consolidate. They love that mid-table finish.
Yeah, but they don't really have anything to play for. So I mean,
then Abia Warriors fighting for their lives too. So that will be a tough one. Looking at these fixtures now, I'm still going to lean towards Rangers International.
So you think Rangers will beat Ikorodu United and El Kanemi to just almost seal the
I think they will
title.
pick 4 points.
4 out of.
I think they'll pick 4 points.
Because the game against El Kanemi is a very difficult one.
I think they'll get a draw against Ikorodu United and beat El Kanemi Warriors.
El Kanemi Warriors is 10th on the table, tied on 48 with Kano Pillars. Nasarawa is just above them with 49 points. Enyimba is 50. You win that game and the others don't win or get maximum points, it takes them to top. So that's a very important game for El Kanemi, I'm just saying.
I think it will be 4 points for Rangers.
Okay, what about Wicked Tourists? Wicked Tourists, they play Shooting Stars away from home in Ibadan, and they come back home to play against Sunshine Stars. Sunshine Stars, they've had a very decent season.
It's going to be difficult for Wicked Tourists. Both teams have very tough games. Unifying about playing Enyimba and MFM. So I don't think I think it's between Rivers United and Rangers, and at the end of the day I'm leaning towards Rangers. You're
leaning towards Rangers. Everybody is looking like it's going to
I didn't start leaning towards Rangers today.
But it's football. It's football where anything
it's not over until it's over.
It's not over until
the fat lady hasn't sung yet.
Yeah, particularly with the Nigeria Professional Football League. So let's see how it goes. But let's look at the drop. Let's have fun talking about the MPFL. It's okay. Let's take Shooting Star over there, 14th on the table from 15. MFM, Warri Wolves, Abia Warriors, Heartland. You never in this world could have thought that Warri Wolves, Heartland, even Abia Warriors, I had a good start to the season. Struggling. I was having a conversation over the weekend with a colleague. We're talking about Heartland and Warri Wolves. Like you just said, who would have thought that both teams would be here at this stage of the season? And let's just see how it plays out. But I'm thinking they might just be able to, survive. Talking about Heartland and Warri Wolves.
Heartland survive? Are you serious?
There's a slight possibility. And look at the table, look at the fixtures, look at the games they have to play.
Okay.
So you might still be able to pine a little for Heartland and say, you know what, if they really want this, they can go out and get the results. But it's looking very tough. Let's believe that they will just be able to scrape through.
Yeah, what about Warri Wolves?
I think Warri Wolves will also survive.
So what's going down there? I mean, Ikorodu and Giwa.
Ikorodu, definitely. Giwa is going. And
who's going to join them?
MFM, I don't know. MFM is looking, but the
MFM at the moment, they're 15th on the log. So, I mean, they're above Warri Wolves and they're above Abia Warriors and Heartland.
Yeah, but we saw the fixtures. MFM are going to still have a tough game to play. And, I just think MFM will join and also Abia Warriors.
Really?
Shooting Stars should be careful.
Wow.
Abia Warriors
also. Shooting Stars should be careful. But right about now, nobody will be looking at those guys at the drop till maybe the final game of the season. Everyone will be looking at Enugu Rangers, Rivers United, Wiki Tourists, and FC Ifeanyi. But what a season we're having in the Nigeria Professional Football League, and we love it. And once you be part of the program as regards the Nigeria Professional Football League, we want to hear from fans of Enugu Rangers, Rivers United, Wiki Tourists. We want to read your tweets this morning on the show. Talk to us. Do you think Enugu Rangers can win the league title, talk to us on Twitter or channels_sports. We'll go on a quick break now. When we come back, we'll review the papers and then read your tweets. Don't go anywhere. Stay.